What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is AkeemHaynes. I'm a two-time Olympian, Olympic bronze medalist, author, motivational speaker, and sports commentator. On my channel, we talk boxing, MMA, track and field, and of course, motivation and encouraging content. If this is something that you enjoy, then I hope that you subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get into the video. Juan Francisco Estrada versus Argi Cortes. What do we think about this fight? This one is over in Mexico. Let's get into it. Estrada is back in the ring this weekend for the first time of the year, defending his super flyweight title. Estrada is a beast, man. Every loss that he's had, he's gotten the rematch, and he won the rematch and corrected his losses. Not a lot of people can do that. It's hard to beat a man twice, and he's fresh off his win in a rematch against Roman Gonzalez, otherwise known as Chocolatito, which was a great fight both times. I wouldn't mind seeing a trilogy of that either. One thing about Estrada is that you can bet he's going to let the hands fly and let them go. I think in his fight against Roman Gonzalez, if I remember correctly, I'm just going off the top of my memory, I think both of those men combined for over 2,500 punches, which is complete madness, right? Because how does your arms not fall off past a certain point? I know mine would have been done. I wouldn't have been able to use them, right? Estrada is about work rate to me. He's going to chop you down round to round with different punches, from jabs to hooks to body punches to combinations. He puts together combinations and throws them in different varieties very well, and they're very well placed. You might get a jab followed up with a left or a right hook to the head. Then you might get a straight hand to the body, to the liver. He's also willing to stand there and trade shots. He's willing to fight on the outside or come in the inside and mix it up. I watch his footwork, though, how he shuffles back and uses the back foot to pivot into offense and step to the side and readjust, right? When he does that, it's poetry in motion. He did that a lot against Roman Gonzalez. Now, it's not like the Bam Rodriguez type of movement and footwork and fluidity, but it flows well for Estrada. How he moves, how he shuffles, how he pivots, how he goes from offense to defense and not miss a beat. He's always moving, never staying in the same position. He also has two things that every fighter needs to have, but don't always have, and that's heart and will. And he's got both. He's not going to back down. He is not going to ever give in. As long as he's up, as long as he's there, he is going to make every single minute count, and that's what makes him such a good fighter. But let's talk about Argi Cortes, right? He's coming into this one with a record of 23-2-2, with 10 of those coming by way of knockout. So you can look at that two ways. You might say, man, he doesn't have punching power like that, or you can say he finds a way to win. He can box. However you choose, he finds a way to win. He has not lost a fight since 2014, so it's been quite some time since he's tasted defeat. He's got momentum on his side. But this is a tall task for him. Can he rise to the occasion and upset the champ? Well, let's talk about it. Cortes is a patient fighter. To me, he looks more of a counter puncher, right? He's going to jab his way in. He's going to use your mistakes and your momentum and try and catch you when you're coming in. And when you miss, you may get caught with an uppercut or a straight right-hand jab. He's a calm fighter, very stoic, keeps his composure and his demeanor. He's very even keel. He's a good combination puncher. He has a snap in his shots. It's quick, it's fast. Cortes is a good fighter. He might not be the most well-known guy out there, but perhaps this fight might help his name get out there. I see why he hasn't lost in quite some time. He's good. He's sound. He's technically sound. He has more pop in his hands from what I've seen than someone who only has 10 knockouts. I'd like to see him let his hands go a bit more. In his last fight against Ivan Ochoa, it took him a few rounds to get his groove and to start to throw back rather than countering. Estrada is not going to let him catch his groove. So if he wants Estrada to back up off of him, he is going to have to let the hands go. He's going to have to be creative with his attacks, but he has to fire back. You can't just focus on countering when you have someone who is going to be relentless with how many punches he's going to put forth, and you're going to have to withstand. So I definitely would like to see Cortes let his hands go a lot more, especially early in the fight. Both Estrada and Cortes defensively, while their torso moves, their head movement is pretty much stagnant. right? They both get hit and they will both be there in front of each other to get hit. So as much as I like Cortes, if he is going to win this fight, he cannot afford to be as patient as he was in his last fight. He's got to come out a little bit more aggressive and match the work rate of Estrada. Otherwise, he will get outworked, he will be under pressure, and he won't have time to counter every shot. He'll have to choose to pick his spot. And that's why I have Estrada winning this fight. I think his pressure and his experience will be too much for Cortes, but I do think Cortes puts up his best performance yet. He's going to have to if he wants to pull off this one. But I have Estrada winning this fight, and I have him winning by unanimous decision. What are your thoughts on this fight? Who do you have winning? Let me know in the comment section below. If you would like to support the channel, there's a couple ways you can do so. You can like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to support by way of donation, you can find options in the description below. Also, my Cash App handle and my social media handles will be on screen as well. Any amount goes towards the growth of this channel and will be greatly, greatly appreciated. We're almost at 1.1 thousand subscribers, and I appreciate each of you that continue to share your thoughts, share your insight, give me information that I may have missed. I'm grateful for it, and I appreciate it. So with all that being said, if you've been watching the video this one, then do me a favor and subscribe to the channel, and we'll definitely see you next time.